Yo, Karn, let me lay down the ground rules real quick.
Okay.
So, pretty much you speak when spoken to, and that's it. There's no final here.
Alright.
This nigga.
We don't want to have to hurt. We don't want to hurt you in here, man.
It's Karn time. Here we are, the podcast heroes, discuss Toku like never before. Legion, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go fly, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, Legion of Boo. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say a word. I'm gonna make it out like you didn't even get me on the podcast.
No, I owe you my life because you got me on your podcast.
Oh shit, man. Just friends being friends.
Welcome to the Legion of Boom podcast. It is your boy Genga Herb and the homies and even a guest.
Yay. Why don't you introduce yourself, Mr. Guest?
Oh, it's me, Karn from the Henshin Network, and I'm British.
We already
The
got a British nigga.
The power rider.
That's me, power headed boy.
Hey.
Hasbro, if you're hiring, just holler at your boy.
PR dual justice.
That's right.
Who else we got in here?
We got Sentai 5 as usual.
I'm Tay.
Oh yeah, it's me, Jiggle Clay.
My man Jiggle Clay.
I'm trying to change my hobby, but I don't know how to.
You might end up deleting your account by accident.
Probably.
Yo.
That's how you. Technology's too advanced for the kids.
Clay shows his heavy. All of a sudden he just vanishes. It fades to obscurity. All right, so today's the special episode of Legion of Boom podcast. It's the Circle Jerk edition
Oh yeah.
of Power Rangers
Lost
Galaxy.
Far away.
Deep in space.
To a galaxy.
No.
Oh, come on, guys. Sync up.
Wow.
We're a team.
We're in different time zones. We have a little bit of a lag.
We're in different dimensions. Oh man.
Man.
I love Lost Galaxy, cuh.
Apparently Token Twitter doesn't because they were pissed off that I said I like Lost Galaxy over Dino Thunder today.
I can't remember who it was that replied to you, but they were like, oh yeah, but Dino Thunder's got a fire theme. I'm like, and Lost Galaxy doesn't?
Oh, exactly. This is why we like you, Karn. This is why we like you, man.
That is slander.
You're real.
I'll keep it real.
How dare they lie? How dare they lie and say Lost Galaxy doesn't have a fire theme? That theme slapped.
Man, Lost Galaxy has the best weapons in the franchise.
No,
I'm not arguing.
I mean, the Quasar Sabers are really nice, yeah.
Yeah, the Quasar Sabers are nice.
And they're
You know what? Facts. Tay's not lying.
There was so much lore behind the Quasar Sabers. I liked it.
The Trans Daggers, Big Raw. Also, I forgot each of these niggas had a bazooka. That was their color.
Yeah.
Big Raw.
Plus, they had golden arm and leg bands that were Big Raw. The Lights of Orion, baby. Yep.
It's the simplest, rawest power up ever.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Powers of Saber.
They spent an entire arc trying to find it.
Yo, what really sells it is the metal claw. The metal claw.
Dude, it is.
Ooh.
How it extended.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right.
So we did In Space last time. So let's hop into Lost Galaxy straight up. First thing it says is in the not too distant future, and I'm like, what? 2 months after counting?
Literally.
Because it's been like a week.
You know, like Galaxy was supposed to be like 5 years in the future.
Is it?
But it was originally supposed to be 5 years, but then they just said fuck it.
Oh, okay. Because that makes sense because this big old space colony came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was like, how long have y'all been building this?
That's true, but one of the rumors for the Terra Venture, how it got built so fast, was reverse engineered from Astronomer's Dark Fortress.
Ooh.
That was one of the notes from. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, it really does.
I'm sure you guys know who Amit Balmic is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Forever Run guy.
Yeah. In his notes for his potential Hexagon season, Terra Venture's existence was going to be explained for reverse engineering the Dark Fortress. But I'll take that theory and count it as fact because it makes sense.
It makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were behind Hexagon 5.
Nah, man.
My first exposure to 5 was that because I was trying to find videos on the Hexagon thing that the Bomic page, and it's just all 5 videos. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Dude, I really like that idea, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Even though it's not like it would never really happen in the PR universe, but in an alternate universe, it could.
It would cost way too much money.
I explained Thrax's existence as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
They need to let you write the show, man. Hire 5.
I wish. I would love to write for the show.
Put in your resume. Yeah.
My resume's all medical stuff.
Well, how does Lost Galaxy start? Does it start with the Quasar Sabers lore first?
Yep.
All right. So, I forgot how it goes. Oh, if you pull the Quasar Saber out of the stone, Jera.
Yep.
Jera's like, if you pull the swords out of the stone, you get sick powers, dog. So please pull the sword from the stone and see how sick it is. And Maya's sitting down in the crowd, and she's like, "Oh, today's the day where people are gonna try to pull them."
But
and I'm
not.
like, "Yo, yeah, exactly." I'm like, "Yo, you should probably get up and try to pull the one on the far left, because it might come out."
They had the most jacked black guy I've ever seen in Power Rangers not be able to pull that.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I wish I could remember what they look like.
Some random black guy. I was like, "Yo, this guy's ripped. You couldn't even pull that out."
Hey, man, sometimes that happens. Then there's Furio. Yeah. Is that his name?
Furio, yeah.
Was it Furio?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, Lemonhead. He lands on Miranoi, and he's like, "Give me the Quasar Sabers." Cut to the theme song.
And don't forget the old man that was like, "You're not chosen."
Yeah, Jera. That's actually a pretty good impression. It sounds exactly like him.
He sounded just like him.
Yeah. I've watched that too many times, bro.
Yeah, his eyes were like bulging out his head. He was like, "You're not the chosen ones."
His
like,
actor's days were numbered. Let's face it. That's actually pretty bad to say. I'm sorry.
I said, "No, 5 a savage."
Gang.
I'm sorry to his family members.
And then so Leo stows away on Terra Venture. You get to see like Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus have a cameo. I feel like that was to make kids realize they were still watching the same show.
Yeah.
Because it was so different.
His skull's so dirty on that shit.
Yeah. Jason Harvey was like, "I'm out of here. I don't want to be on this show no more."
I'm gonna go be a Shakespearean actor. Fuck this Power Ranger shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not Bulk. Bulk's like, "I'm ready to be in this season." And it's like,
I'm ready to be a bartender.
For one episode, dog. Like, he's like, I forgot they were on Terra Venture.
I know, they were barely in the season.
But to me, that makes sense because they don't know Leo and them. Like, so it's like,
exactly.
It actually kind of made sense for them not to be around that much.
But they knew Mike.
Did they?
Yeah. Because I remember when Mike went up to them, the Bulk was like, "Oh, hey, Mike, how's it going?"
Yeah.
In that beauty episode. I forget what it was called.
Yeah. So Leo stows away. He bumps into Kai Kendricks, his brother Mike. Mm-hmm. They go to that moon training simulation thing. I'm kind of condensing it.
In Star Troopers gear. Starship Troopers gear, man.
You know how like
I was so confused.
No, for real though. Like, and Mike and Star Troopers, the main villains are bugs.
Yeah. We got Stingwingers.
Stingwinger's big raw.
Dude, I was so confused as a kid when I saw them in all that Starship Trooper gear. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
You know what confused me? This kind of goes. I guess it goes with what Clay said about it being 5 years in the future. When they see the Astro Mega ship, and they're like, and this nigga, and this nigga, he said it's a museum and it doesn't fly, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it flies.
The goat, Damon.
I'm pretty sure all last year I watched this thing fly around from planet to planet.
This is a museum, not a spaceship.
I feel like there was like 2 pilot scripts for Lost Galaxy. One where it was set like a year after in space, and one where it was set like 100.
Oh yeah.
Them both together and went, "Fuck it, that'll do."
There actually was an original script that had Maya say a line to Leo Kendricks and Kai when she came to the moon with the Stingwingers. It said that she told him that she has to go back and get the Quasar Sabers because Zordon placed them there years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll put a snip of that in the video when I make it.
I slick wish they would have kept that line in there.
I wish
Yeah,
they did it.
I've been saying that for years that they should have kept that. It would have
And-
connected all the seasons.
Yeah.
Because Galaxy's connected to the Zordon era. Everybody already knows that. Why did they have to make no? Let's not do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like right after that, they're like, "Who's Zordon?"
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kai and Damon they carjack the Astro Mega Ship and Alpha, and then they land on Miranoi. Everybody gets a Quasar Saber except Leo, but then Leo gets one because Mike jumps off of a cliff, and they become the Galaxy Rangers. And then for the rest of the season, they're kicking butt, taking names. They're bumping the Magna Defender.
Are you sure they're not taking names in? Actually, no. I already messed it. I already messed it all.
You mean kicking names and kicking ass?
Taking ass. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that fits perfectly because they're Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Spoiler!
It's all good.
Oh.
That was good. Okay, the lights. Let's talk about the Lights of Orion arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AKA the Magna Defender arc.
AKA Magna Defender arc. Tay?
The Lights of Orion is the simplest, rawest power up in the franchise. I'm not. Look, they beautiful. First of all, and the Magna Defender. Before we get into anything else, he is
He's a ranger.
Yes.
Oh.
Karn, what do you think? What do you think, Karn?
I reckon Mike Magna Defender's definitely a ranger. You could argue Space Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Oh, I was hoping there would be more of an argument. That's why I let him say it.
I'm out here the pacifist. Can't argue.
We're all. I didn't know we were all on the same page.
Well, it's no point arguing against facts, guys.
The real argument is the Magna Defender a Die Ranger or not?
Oh,
Ooh, he's a Ginga man.
he's a king.
He's coming with question.
Yo, that was weird that they used the aura changer for
Yeah.
him.
I feel like Chip just had one set about from when they were doing season 2 and went, "Oh, that'll do. Screw it."
Because originally, I remember reading about this. The Die Ranger was supposed to be used in Lost Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that too, but then it was somebody linked me a long time ago, like a Yahoo group chat with someone who worked on the show. I think it was someone who worked on the show, but pretty much saying that like that was disproven. There was never any plans for it. I think people asked Chip Lynn also, and he said that was never going to be the case.
Yeah, but Chip also said the Dino Charge is going to have Go Busters elements. So
Yeah, that's why. Like at the same time, I kind of think it's not true because they were looking for a yellow Ancient Ranger as well. They're trying to look for one casting wise. So
I think Lost Galaxy has the most leaked scripts than any other series.
Because it had like the most like changes because it was a mess when they were making it, so they didn't even know what they're doing.
when they kept
Bro, they
Cassie,
thought
they
they-
had a script.
Like
God.
Yeah.
like Clay said it. Like Clay said, it was a mess because like the Magna Defender arc. If you actually sit down and think about it, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Like
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
yeah, like why would the Lights of Orion be on Terra Venture? Did they cut a chunk out of the Earth and put it into a
What
dome?
always got me about Lost Galaxy, like it tried to split Terra Venture and Earth from as like two different units, but it was like it was confusing as hell because at one point it kind of felt like Terra Venture was Earth, but then it kind of felt like it was just a space colony because they would show it at the beginning of every episode.
Right. Because I live with the thought that if they did not show you that it was a space colony every episode, you'd be like, oh, this is Earth. This is clearly Angel Grove. It's the same people walking around yucking it up and everything.
We gotta talk about Galaxy's mess of a schedule. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, I know.
Because it changed important things. Like the Power Pink is one of the best episodes, but the ending's so like random because they had to refilm the original like ending. And I'll talk more about that later. But I just wanted to bring that up because that's rant worthy.
All right. So Magna Defender, he like takes a L. He gives his powers to Mike, and then
Mike the Defender's like, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I don't. Jesus.
Oh man.
him and his little son Zika. His name is Zika.
Zika virus.
Right. And then the season pretty much goes into big chill mode until like Power of Pink happens, like when the Psycho Rangers show up, and then they
some good
to the 10th power, baby.
That.
To the 10th power, yeah.
There's some good episodes before that.
Yeah. And then Karn takes over for Kendrick. The Space Rangers show up.
Mm-hmm.
They team up. It's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite team ups.
That is my favorite team up till this day. Even though Kendricks dies, it sucks. But like Karn comes in.
It's for me. It's only the reinforcements for the future is like better.
You think so?
Ooh, you think so?
I know the hot debate.
Yeah, we can do that later.
The reason for reinforcements is I'll talk about that later, but it's just like I think it's just like that's near perfection of how to do a crossover.
Yeah.
It ended like a Super Sentai crossover.
Yeah.
They all had a picnic.
A picnic, yeah. And Max was cooning it up, dancing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we go to the Lost Galaxy arc, right, where they get trapped in the Lost Galaxy, and like, oh, that's why the show was called this.
Yep,
and then
exactly.
They fight Captain Mutiny and his homies and his crew and the Swabbies.
Yep.
Little orange pirate guys.
Yeah.
They come out of the Lost Galaxy arc, and now Mike is powerless. He lost his powers holding over in a black hole.
He blew up in space and somehow survived.
Can we talk about that?
He was floating as a human.
The Captain Mutiny arc, the Lost Galaxy arc, whatever the fuck it's called, is one of the worst arcs of any good season of Power Rangers.
It is.
Yeah.
It is so bad. It's
so wonky.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a totally different show. It's a new Sentai or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's because like I recently rewatched it. That episode is basically let's use because Lost Galaxy has a lot of original footage. Yeah. So those two that whole arc is like let's use all the Ginga Man footage of them fighting the Swabbies since the Swabbies don't exist
outside of the Lost Galaxy.
Outside of the Sentai footage. Yeah. There's literally a whole episode called I think it's called like the Dream Battle where all they do is they play every last single
the monsters.
They fight every last single Swabby, like every last single Ginga Man fight of Swabbies is used. I'm like, why'd y'all do this?
Or Hexo's Graveyard.
Yeah, and Hexo's Graveyard.
Monsters.
I threw up just hearing that name.
Clay vomited on himself.
God, oh my God, Lost Galaxy. Like that's like if you take out that pimple, Lost Galaxy, I could circle jerk all day on. But,
yeah.
But now I'll just pretend it wasn't here. Basically, what that arc is, the problem is there's only like the first and last part are like decent enough that it can stay. But outside of that, it sucks.
Yeah, the middle is really weird. And then let me just wrap it up. I forgot to mention that they meet Deviant and he has the Lost Galactic.
That was one of my favorite two-parters ever.
We got conflicting opinions. Somebody said blue.
Not ever, but from that season.
Lost Galactic are good, but I just hated Deviant. I thought he was a fake ass Dark Honda bitch.
You ain't like him?
No. He was a fake Dark Honda.
Light Dark Honda.
Light Dark Honda.
Yeah, Dark Honda if he was a true pussy.
Yeah.
But hey, Dark Honda never had ownership of two Zords. Did he?
Right. And the way he like powers the Zords up by making Damon and Kai fight each other.
That's dark.
That was big raw.
That's crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, because somebody said it before. It's like it's making sense out of the stupid sparks that Power Rangers always uses when they smack each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talk about the Galactic.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Galactic Beasts?
They're trash.
Yeah, they are. Until they become the Galactazords.
Like, they're garbage. Those things, like, that was the worst idea they've ever came up with.
No, not to say. Don't diss the Seiju.
Nah, because that was garbage. Like a big ass pink cat with yellow eyes, a gorilla that walks out of water. It was bad.
Oh, come on, man! You got to watch Ginga Man to get that full context.
Yeah,
get that young full context.
I mean, because they have better purpose in Ginga Man than Lost Galaxy. I feel like anyway. So I see where he's coming from.
Yeah, because in Lost Galaxy he's right. They make no sense. And where do they come from every time?
Yep.
Like when they say Galactic Beasts arise from where? Where are they coming from?
And they were captured. They were in cages originally. Like what the hell? Where they come from?
They're just hiding underneath Terra Venture all the time.
Yeah,
just waiting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, and that's another reason why Terra Venture doesn't make sense, because like between Terra Venture, Earth, and where did they get the Quasar Sabers from?
Miranoi.
Between the three, they really do a bad job at distinguishing them. Mm-hmm. But like, why would the Galactic Beasts on Terra Venture? Like, well, if they were on Terra Venture.
No, they didn't find them on Terra Venture. They found them on some random planet in cages.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand. But they were ugly as hell.
It's goofy, but that like kind of like Zeo through to Lost Galaxy era of like, oh fuck, the Sentai doesn't make sense to what we're doing. Fuck, like reverse engineer it. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, to see what they come up with.
Yeah, but, like, we've got this video game Sentai. Let's make it into space. Sure, go for it.
You actually brought up a really good point, Karn, because like you can tell like that Saban brands, they progressively got better at, because remember at this time they were getting the scripts as the show was still going on. Mm-hmm. So like they progressively did get better at being able to write a story even though they don't have the following footage in front of them. And I kind of think that's why Lost Galaxy was so original, because they didn't know what was next and they had their own idea for it in the first place.
Right.
They just really need mecha footage to support the rest of the show,
which is what it should be.
Yeah. I always prefer Power Rangers when it's its own thing. Working almost like in spite of the Sentai.
Ooh, Karn, do not get me started on that. Ooh, no. I'm not today. Not taking that bait. Nope. Cool. Anybody knows me knows how much I feel about footage.
Hey Clay, how do you feel about footage?
I feel that the day that Saban used footage is the day that Power Rangers died.
Yeah. Shout outs to Megaforce.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, I think for footage and Power Rangers is the biggest crutch.
Yeah.
About it. I know that's why it's made, because that's the only way it can sell. It was cheap. It can just import Japanese fight scenes, but Power Rangers is forced to be original. That's what's good. Notice how season 3 has the most original footage in Mighty Morphin. That's the only good season of Mighty Morphin. Notice Space, they basically, because they got the Sentai, they got the information wrong. They thought that Mega Ranger was a space Sentai, but they messed up. And then Space turned out good because they said, fuck Sentai. Same thing with Galaxy. Same thing with all the other seasons. RPM is a perfect example. Eddie Guzman basically said, fuck Sentai, and boom, classic.
Pretty much. Yeah, RPM
I agree, but I don't
Sentai.
think they have to use... I don't think they have to use exclusively...
No, I get why they
do that. I agree with you that it is best when they look at the Sentai and go, fuck that. And then retroactively fit a fight with whoever the fuck in later date.
Yeah, no, I understand why they use footage. It's a good way to keep it on some type of schedule, but when they rely too much on it, cough Megaforce and Saban, then it turns into a mess.
I just don't know why I'd want to watch the Sentai again, but with worse actors.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Especially in this day and age, when I watched Samurai and it was majority Sentai footage, I was like, yo, this is a big mistake you guys are making, because I literally was at the dentist's office and I saw a little kid on his mom's tablet watching Shin Kendra with TV Nihon subs. I was like, yo, you might want to make your own show, because the kids are already watching this.
It literally was Shin Kendra just with American actors.
Yeah,
even the lines.
That's actually how I found out what Sentai was when Samurai was announced. It was so much Sentai footage that when I looked it up, Shinking showed up.
Yeah. Because that was back in the day before Saban was snatching stuff off of YouTube. So you could literally just type in Shin Kendra episode 1 and it would come up on YouTube.
In 3 parts. In 2 or 3 parts.
In 2 or 3 parts, yeah.
Good old days.
Yeah.
And they're not letting that stop them. They're still doing it. I'm like, dog, kids are smarter than what you think they are. You're talking down to them, but They know what they're watching.
I know, man.
Don't say anymore, or Victor Monty will subtweet you.
No.
Oh.
I hate both of them. I hate that nigga Victor. I can't stand him. He's like he's in high school and he got a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, get out of here.
He looks like he's 30.
Monty is the first crack baby on Power Rangers. I don't believe it.
And Levi, don't forget Levi. He's a famous singer. He's like 27 in high school.
In high school.
Yeah,
When they
At least he likes anime.
He's famous, goes to high school, and then he's famous and is 27, and then decides my best career trajectory is to go back to fucking high school
and continue to be the Gold Ranger.
And nobody makes anything of it.
It's so weird that he goes, Levi Weston, the famous rock star, goes to our high school and nobody bothers him.
They did a whole press conference about it. It's crazy.
Do you think he was just stunting? He's like one of those people that like thinks they're famous on Instagram, but they've got 100 followers. He's like, dude, I'm so famous.
He's an Instagram model.
He had
Instagram singer.
He had a sold out concert.
That's true.
Or was it not? Was it someone else's? And he just gets up beforehand. Like,
Okay, guys, let's go back to drinking.
Yeah, go back to
sorry.
See,
We just start bashing everything.
we put our meat away to talk about Ninja Steel. All right, so let's just wrap it up.
The finale.
The finale where Trakina comes back from boot camp and she wrecks Terra Venture because she's big mad because she thinks Leo killed her dad. Well, he did.
He did.
But it was a setup though.
By the bitch made Deviant.
Yeah, Deviant.
He's a bitch and a hoe.
Deviant's the feds. Deviant set up Scorpius? Yeah, Scorpius to get killed by the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Clay. That was kind of fire. Like when he was like, "Scorpius, the Rangers have Trakina. Rangers, Scorpius is in the warehouse district waiting for you."
You know what? He would have gotten his own people to turn against him, like he did in space. When he got the KO-35, it's a turn against the Rangers. That's what a real dude does.
Oh yeah.
Because I can't just go and he gets bitch.
No, that was a crazy finale where Trakina just like washed Terra Venture, bro.
It's completely washed. Yo, remember the Stingwingers were suicide bombing themselves?
I know they couldn't even show it on TV anymore.
You could tell that was pre 9/11.
It was. Yeah. Even as a kid, I was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Yo, like 8 of them jump on Karn and they all pull their strings at the same time. Yo,
they blew up on her.
I was like, we got to get another Pink Ranger.
And look, that fight was so intense, dude.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Nah, but like I was about to say, Galaxy's like finale of Flames, which it is, but every PR finale from like Space to Time Force was pure fire.
Yes, yes, it was because like everything was getting destroyed.
All the Stingwingers jump on a Stratoforce and Taurus Megazords and pull their strings.
I was pissed when they got destroyed, man.
That was murder. They're dead. They were living creatures.
I know. And they had like their arms fall off and everything. It was like seeing the Thunderzords get destroyed, but on a worse scale.
Oh man, Lost Galaxy, big raw. And then Trakina turns into a beryllium bug.
She turns into a mucus, to a booger.
She turns into a mucus lady, and she starts washing the Rangers in the city. Oh, that fight is so good.
And like the dome is about to crack. Everybody's about to die, get sucked into space. Intense.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in her.
Huh?
When she turned into that green form, because I always thought she was bad. Even as a kid, thought she was fine as hell. And then you just gonna do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damon thought she was bad too.
And Damon married her.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is.
Damon was the hardest working man in Terra Venture. He was a Power Ranger and he was the lead mechanic on Terra.
And he got no respect on his name, man.
None.
And he stayed with a dirt stain on his forehead.
Yeah, half the season he was like that. I'm like, why don't they ever clean? Why does he have to have that?
At least it was like sometimes there was like maybe 2 dirt stains. Like at least it wasn't the same exact dirt stain every time he showed up. Like it was a slightly different spot every time, just because he's working on stuff.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I'm like, this guy he has to be exhausted.
He can't catch a break. He's always the decoy.
And he's a decoy
for everything, man.
Racism.
Oh, we also
Remember, he got a promotion from his job and then declined because he was like, "No, it was too hard." Basically.
Oh yeah, to be like chief
what I liked
engineer.
about Lost Galaxy is they actually did like original footage too.
Huh?
They did like original Zord footage too.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yo.
They had the Lost Galaxy Megazord fight Psycho Pink
Yeah, Big Raw.
with the
You
Astro
see, why
Megazord.
can't Power Rangers do more of that though? Why can't we have original fight scenes like that, bro?
I don't know. I guess
I don't know.
it takes time to it takes money to film all these new Zord footage. I feel
Yeah,
like
I know.
I feel like they don't want to use the budget that they have. They're like afraid.
Bro.
I don't know.
It's all right, man.
But they use the Megazord suits for a freaking McDonald's commercial of all things. I don't get it.
Saban is so weird. Then, yo, so they beat Trakina. Leo blows himself up. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus!
wow. That was Big Raw when he blew himself up to take
He
down
blew himself up.
Trakina.
Yeah, and
That's
then
some real shit.
the Megazord catches Terra Venture and lands safely on Miranoi. They put the sabers back in the stones
Kendricks
And,
comes back from heaven.
as a Force ghost,
Goodness.
and then the end. Roll credits. There's like fireworks above the Galactic Beast for some reason. I'm like, who is setting off fireworks on this backwater planet?
That just got turned into stone for like
Poor
half a year.
Miranoi, it's gotta get colonized, bro.
Oh man, the Miranoian Panther.
Miranoi is the Wakanda of the Power Rangers.
Paranoid forever.
Who's their Killmonger though?
Scorpius.
Yeah.
No. Who's the Killmonger? Remember that one episode where Maya met her friend from Miranoi?
Oh, she was a
Sandra
monster,
Or some
yeah.
shit?
Sandra, and she turned into a monster. She's the she's the Killmonger.
She's the Killmonger.
Man.
She turned into a what?
She turned into some type of sort of like Egyptian man.
Oh yeah, that was Hexaba? Or no?
I
She
don't
was,
know.
she was someone else, I forget.
No, that was a decent episode. So it wasn't a Hexable.
Yeah, it was
Fuck
pretty.
Hexable.
Oh, hey, so let's go down the line. Like, what's your favorite episode
Sure.
of Lost Galaxy? If you got one.
Karn, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Power of Pink just because that's. Oh, is it Power of Pink? It's called.
Yeah, Power of Pink.
Kendrick
Just 'cause
Styles,
that's,
yeah.
just because that's doubly raw, knowing why she left. It's like, oh, you might die. Okay, we're gonna kill you. Like that's
That's brilliant TV, to be honest.
It's like
like it'd be like ending the season of Louis and being like, okay, we're gonna end on a jerking off episode.
Oh my god.
I was arguing with Nick the other night because he was like, "Why does Rocky leave the show in real life?" And I was like, "Because he broke his back." He was like, "No, in real life, why did he leave the show?" And I was like, "Because he broke his back."
No, I heard that wasn't true, though.
I don't know what the story is.
I don't think it was true, but Nick actually looked it up and read the Ranger wiki.
Big Raw. What's your favorite episode, 5?
Like Karn said, the in space team up to the 10th power and Power of Pink. It's like a whole celebratory thing where the Space Rangers come back to help fight the Psycho Rangers. Pretty much 2 teams of Rangers team up to fight an evil team of Rangers. What more can you want, you know? That's Big Raw.
Big Raw.
And the way the Psycho Rangers picked every Lost Galaxy Ranger off except for Leo was crazy. It was so fast. Yeah. And then Andros comes in with his cloak, and then Leo dropping the line, "You're Andros, the Red Ranger. I was there when you and the other Rangers saved the Earth."
Fuck tears,
And
man.
I was like, damn, Leo's from Angel Grove.
Yeah. The most glossed over thing ever, but it's so nice. It's such a nice touch.
See, I like when Power Rangers does little references like that. They don't need huge out of the way things, but just nonchalantly put them in there for people to pick it up.
Yeah, you don't have to say my mentor Zordon left me here to protect you.
You could have just said Zordon, or something to make it seem like it's a big deal, but at the same time, subtly we can pick up on it because the older fans will pick up on little things like that, especially in today's day and age in Power Rangers. But as for what was it, Power of Pink? From the preview, I knew something bad was going to happen to Kendricks, but that hit me hard when they killed her off.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, dude, she did it to save Cassie.
I heard
Cassie just said deuces and left.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I got your teammate killed. Bye.
Yeah.
Yo, they made the space people so bad. I'm so sorry. But
I mean,
they just
she did feel bad, and then Andrews was like, "It's okay." Blah blah.
Yo, I don't know why. It just always bothered me though that they kind of made the space raiders kind of like, well, she died, bro.
Peace out. Yeah. But I felt that same way as a kid too. I was like, "Yo, Cassie should at least stay." But then, obviously, years later, when I was able to find out all this behind the scenes stuff about Lost Galaxy, Patricia was supposed to stay, and she did, I think, or at least there was a script because I know the script exists.
But Saban was cheap.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
We're gonna
okay.
talk about that.
It's
We're
okay,
gonna talk about that a little bit.
It's alright. We got Karn instead. She was better.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that if you actually heard the interview with #show with Christopher Cayman Lee,
Yeah.
Karn was already gonna come as the Purple Ranger. She was gonna be the first original Ranger, not Ryan and Titanium. It was supposed to be her as purple, but since Cassie bounced, they just made her pink.
I mean, I could have
So
seen her
she
as
got both.
purple because when in space, she always wore that purple jumpsuit.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, we could have had all the best of both, which we could have had Cassie and Karn, but
That would have been
no.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cassie and Maya were the girls that kept me watching after Kim left, so
Hey.
that would have been them together. Hell yeah!
Kim.
Cassie,
I crushed on Kim, and then I had nothing during when Kat was in. I was like, nah, forget about it. Cassie
Boy.
shows up, and I'm like, hey,
Cat was
here.
my crush.
Boy, Aisha out.
Listen, I was a little kid, I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I thought, Kim was all there was to be got.
Dog. Aisha wore bamboo earrings and
Her dreads.
long braid dreads. I was like, yo, the 90s is a great time.
I was here for all of that.
Huh?
Fine.
Yeah, she was. Tay, you got a favorite episode of Lost Galaxy?
Power of Pink and no, I lied. I don't care about that shit.
Be nice.
To the 10th power because I love Evil Rangers and TJ came back.
Hey. No, he's not lying, yo.
I know he's not lying.
And then with the episode when Karn became the Pink Ranger.
Oh, you took mine.
Yeah, because I just thought when it first started off, I remember watching that episode as a kid, and when it first started off, and she was she was dressed up as an astronomer. I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, what is this bitch doing? You really are bad.
Remember in that same episode where Kendricks just died? Maybe it's been a day or two since she died in Lost Galaxy time.
Yeah.
But remember her Quasar Saber is leading Maya to find the next Pink Ranger or find the Quasar Saber, whatever. Remember when Damon was standing in the back of the mega ship in his pajamas with a pillow?
Oh,
and he was knocked out asleep against the wall. And I was like, what is this nigga doing standing up? I was like, what is this?
Listen, he's a hardworking man for the engineering of Terra Venture, man.
Yeah, you got him.
Master mechanic.
You know
Pink
what?
Ranger die, I sleep.
I sleep, exactly. He was big sleep. He was like, yo, I do not care about this mission we're
Oh my
going on.
god.
Okay,
Pink
so
Ranger dead, sleeping time.
Damn. I actually do want to talk about what was it? Protect the Quasar Saber. I think that was the name of the episode. When Karn came back. I was like, what is she just doing on Onyx right now? She's just chilling. And then, of course, she's trying to get the Quasar Saber.
Yeah.
Because it's about to be sold off, I think, right?
one of the best moments, man.
Yeah. But then, as a kid, I had no idea Karn was even going to come back. I was like, oh my god. That is crazy.
Shout outs to all the Piranatrons, Cogs, and Tangas that are still alive.
How did they survive the wave?
I don't know.
They're not evil.
They just want to drink at the tavern. That's it.
Yeah, they're not evil. Because remember, the wave killed evil enemies.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, there's so many there's so much myth for the early seasons of Power Rangers, man.
Yeah,
It's
the lore is crazy.
oh my god, Onyx Tavern, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, that gave us one of the best seasons in space. But let me not jerk off space.
No, let's jerk off a little bit. There's so many monsters who quote unquote died in previous seasons, but they hang out in Onyx because maybe they didn't really die. maybe they just escaped.
Yo, maybe
like, yo.
maybe Onyx is like Monster Valhalla.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like they die and they go there?
Yeah.
Okay, Jiggle Clay, what's your favorite episode of Lost Galaxy?
Yeah, what is your
Well,
favorite
I
episode?
Shit.
No, but I mean that's a really hard choice on what I think about. But if I had to choose, it would be Facing the Past.
Hey,
Ooh.
that's actually
Like
yeah.
that's like because it's a complete like 360 of Karon's story on it. It clears all the loose ends of her in space astronomer life, and it gives Leo a battleizer, and that's always cool.
Yeah.
And there's a talking skeleton. That's always.
Oh, yeah. That's all he sounded like.
But Galaxy has so many like good episodes and great moments.
Yeah.
For the record, Lost Galaxy has the worst battle line.
The worst battle.
You know what? I'm looking at it right now. I have the figure right next to me, ironically. And yeah, it's kind of, it makes no sense for the whole aesthetic.
I'm sorry, guys. It's time for us. It's what's Eric's battleizer is the worst.
Oh, the
yeah,
mega
that's
battle.
even worse. Yeah, the rollerblades.
It has rollerblades, bro.
The roll bounce power up.
I mean, Leo's has like a freaking like jet targeting system that like blows up enemies. That's the coolest part.
The thing was this with his battleizer, it probably wouldn't have been bad if it was someone else. It's a clash of things.
It is. That's why. Yeah, it's exactly what I was going at.
It's like he's wearing a spaceship.
Yeah. He literally is a spaceship with claws.
Yeah. At least it's not over the top like light speeds, which
Dude,
I love the toy of that, and it's
Yeah.
a good concept, but bruh.
he has skis on.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay.
He's like Shakuriki Sports from Exade with fucking
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, you're right. Jeez, and Joel had a pizza cutter.
Yeah. Chad had a water gun.
How to take that over a pizza cutter?
He had a super soaker. Yo, my favorite episode of Lost Galaxy was the Chameleac Warrior, because you know I love when monsters are like, yo, I'm going to beat the Rangers by fighting like the Rangers.
He was the Taskmaster.
I love it. I love how he analyzed. He basically had to watch Gingaman to learn how to fight like them. Like they're like, Chameleac, play this footage of the Rangers fighting. And like half those fights never even happened in the show. I was like, yo, this is Gingaman footage that you haven't used.
For all of our favorite episodes, we picked like all of them are all like right next to each other, from Chameleac Warrior to the 10th Power to Power Pink, Protect the Quasar City, Facing the Past. That's all in order.
Because the second half of Lost Galaxy, Big Raw.
It really is, until Mutiny happens. Fuck that dude. If I ever saw a Captain Mutant, I would kick his ass.
Good thing his suit probably deteriorated or got chopped up.
Yeah, I'm glad Disney burned all them suits.
They didn't do it on purpose.
Put him in the wood chipper.
And Clay, so you said that Karn was supposed to become a different Ranger in Lost Galaxy. Right?
Yeah, she was supposed to be Purple Ranger.
So, like, is that why? Because I always wondered, like, I kind of felt like it was too much of a coincidence at the time that they were able to get her back specifically to play.
Yeah,
I kind of felt like it all was too much of a coincidence. But yeah, could you go into detail about that? Because I never knew that.
Yeah,
no, it's because I already figured it out because I watched that hashtag interview, like where Joe was interviewing Christopher Kamen Lee, and Christopher Kamen said, yeah, that the plan was that Karn was supposed to be the Purple Ranger in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. That's why they hinted her in that purple jumpsuit in Power Rangers in Space.
But that was so far before, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but we would have remembered. Who cares? So
I don't know.
Is that why they made Kendricks Morgan the Purple Ranger to like do 2 nods at Lost Galaxy then?
wait, Kendrick.
Wait,
In
what?
Dino
Kendall.
Charge?
Oh, Kendall.
Yeah. Sorry, Kendall Morgan. Sorry, my bad.
I don't know about like
That was a
why they
coincidence,
made
if anything.
her. That was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
But Karn was supposed to be purple. That's why they brought her back so quickly. But then since Kendrick's sadly got leukemia and Cassie, we ain't talking about that right now. Could be in space. I mean, in Galaxy. They just put Karn as the Pink Ranger. But man, if we had Cassie, Maya, and Karn, my left leg would be totally numb.
Cassie, Karn, and Maya on.
Ooh.
That's like the Miami Heat like the 2012 Miami.
Like, but this a real circle jerk now. Like,
Like I was like,
who's the baddest of all of them?
they're all bad in their own way. We're not getting. I don't.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Who's your favorite Galaxy Ranger?
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
Okay,
Karn.
Oh yeah, I don't want to jump in. I got to be spoken to. Damn, that's tough, man.
On the spot.
Obviously, like I got a soft spot for Sixth, so like Mike's my thing. But Maya has been a crush since I was a kid, and she kind of cool. Although Ginga Yellow was a dude, right?
Yeah.
That caused some confusion as a kid. I was like, why she got a bulge now and shit?
Oh,
Maya.
I think Maya was the most. She was the most visible gender swap because she has some big ass titties.
yeah.
No, dog. No.
Maya was bad.
The biggest gender swap. Nope. The biggest gender swap is Katie.
Oh, you right.
Oh yeah, that was too man. That oh my god, Time Yellow
She
was
more-
too manly.
She morphs into the biggest, buffest dude ever.
I like
Like-
how they tried to like explain that away by making her super strong and
Strong,
shit.
yeah.
It didn't fly.
It did.
Why did they just make her green? Like, cause Trip is. I don't know.
Trip is
like-
a twink.
Yeah.
There was so many green. Like, honestly, Lost Galaxy. I always thought that Galaxy Green and Time Force Green should have just been girls instead of yellow.
They were so
Like-
yeah. They had more feminine I guess like aesthetic
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had
body
the
type
manner.
Not only that, but like,
mannerisms too. Yeah.
Zeo Yellow and Turbo Yellow and look, O Yellow, Yellow Racer, Mega Yellow, Ginga Yellow, and Time Green all have the same suit actor, even though some of those are girls.
Oh
It's the same dude
It's the same
doing
dude playing
all of
them,
them. They all have the same suit actor, so they could have just made Time Green the chick.
Could you imagine Katie as the green Time Force Ranger with just like a black lady with like green?
Green hair.
And like that's what like all these great seasons. There's always one ranger that's a little off. Like in space, we all know it's TJ and Carlos. TJ should be the Black Ranger, but we all know why they didn't do that.
Right.
And Time Force, it's the same thing. Like every great season, that's like something that's just always off, and it always like irritates me a little.
Yeah.
Not really, but like I don't know. I'm just rambling.
5. Who's your favorite Galaxy Ranger?
I already Power Rangers Now already asked this question. I quoted them, so I gotta say, for me, it's a close tie between Leo and Damon. Leo,
Yeah, Damon's awesome.
I always like Leo because like all the Red Rangers before him, they were just they were given the power.
Yeah.
In a way, Leo was also, but he felt like he never deserved the power, and that's always been bothering him. Even when Mike came back, he had to. He felt like he had to really earn his place to be the Red Ranger, to have the name of the Red Ranger.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's like I was like, wow, that's actually kind of like that's pretty relatable because like, you look at Jason, given Red Ranger on the spot, Tommy, he got a Zeo Crystal. He went on a quest to find it. That's cool. He was pretty much the leader even before that too. So Red Ranger's always the leader at that point. And then TJ, Tommy passed on his powers to him, so he pretty much just got it after a self-righteous act of saving Tommy also. And Andros, let's just assume he got it from Zordon.
He killed all his teammates. We know this already.
But Leo, he watched his brother die as he was passed on the power immediately. And that just kept bothering him a few times. Like, it bothered him in one of the early episodes. I forget the name of it, but it bothered him that, like, he didn't deserve to be Red Ranger. And then later on, when Mike came back, he's like, yo, take my saber back. It's yours. You're the one who freed it. So it's kind of deep. That's why I like him. I feel like people overshadow him for that because, like, he was always, I guess, not serious. He was a goofball, but he was very good-hearted. He was very good-willed.
Him and Damon are the goofballs.
Yeah, and I like Damon because he's just such a genuinely like funny character. He's always
Damon's hilarious.
He just like always wants. He just doesn't want to be bothered. Like every everyone's always like messing with him with their tomfoolery, and like he's always his jokester too. So
I love Damon,
and like he really was like one of my favorite Green Rangers ever.
Yo,
him and Joel are like my two favorites.
You know what I hate about Damon? It has nothing to do with really Damon. More like the fandom. Is when the fandom makes fun of him for screaming out Mike's name when Mike dies.
Yeah, because he never knew him, but still, he just watched someone die.
It's my die, right? I'm like, yeah. Make a joke about the person watching somebody die. It's like he heard 3 other people say Mike before he said it, so it's like, come on.
Maybe
like
he did know Mike from GSA. I'm sorry, what was that, Karn?
Yeah. So I was like, they're just expecting Mike to be like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna defend to die. I sleep.
I sleep.
Oh, jeez.
Tay, who's your favorite Galaxy Ranger?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have a favorite.
That's cool.
But Maya, because she
big bad.
She's still bad.
But if
she is.
but like without a bias, because she bad as hell, I would probably have to go with Kai.
Yeah,
Kai.
I would have to go with Kai simply because like I don't remember Galaxy too well, but like every time I think about Lost Galaxy, I remember like these moments when Kai was being an asshole to somebody.
Yeah.
it was always funny to me. Like I remember him being like rude to
Leo especially. He hated Leo.
Leo's a moron.
Yeah,
like,
Leo was a moron.
Like, I remember him being rude to him a few times, and I don't know why. Like,
they were polar opposites. That's why they were like polar opposites, and the fact that Leo didn't technically deserve to be on Terra Venture.
Yeah, he's stowed away, and then he doesn't deserve the red Quasar Saber. And then not only that, but when Leo tries to get a job on Terra Venture, it's my everything. And
man,
my absolute favorite scene in Lost Galaxy is when Kai is trying to train Leo on his job, and Leo pulls a whole dressed sandwich out of his pocket, and I don't know where he like.
It was like a ham sandwich.
It had everything on it. It had lettuce and mustard on it. I'm like, where did you get that from?
If that was in today's Power Rangers, it would not be funny.
Nah, but I gotta give Leo some appreciation just because well, first of all, he's like the first Ranger in Power Rangers with his name to be a pun based on the Zord that he had.
Yes.
But also like he literally became a Ranger minutes after watching his brother die. Mm-hmm. And he was the realistic, how realistic he was about it is what I like, opposed to like what we get nowadays, like Brody just randomly thinking about his dad, and like Tyler just thinking everybody's his dad. like a lot of people they'll complain about them having about Dino Charge and Ninja Steel's like family issues, but like almost every Red Ranger has had family issues. It's just they had it so much different back in the
day. Even Tommy had them.
Yeah,
Tommy was adopted.
Yeah,
he had a whole stepbrother too.
Yeah, he had a whole 5-episode arc in Zeo.
Tommy found out he was an Indian.
Right.
Who had a clone sent back into the past that became his ancestor. I'll never stop mentioning that because that's like the greatest thing ever.
It's like a future episode.
And then he like showed up to Paul Revere.
Paul Revere.
Yo, Clay, who's your favorite Galaxy Ranger?
Karn because she was in space.
Hey. Y'all know who my favorite Galaxy Ranger is? Oh, no, go ahead.
Is Damon probably?
Yeah, it's David. Shout out to the black guy.
I was about to say, is it because he's black?
Yeah. He's a black man in space.
Funny story about Damon. I know I said this in the previous episode, but since Karn is here as well, I might as well say it. During the previews for Lost Galaxy, you could barely see Damon. They showed Damon for a split second. And I swear to you, I thought that was TJ. Just as the Green Ranger. I'm like, oh, shoot, TJ's going to be the Green Ranger? That's pretty cool. Because it was just a bald black guy. For like a split second. So I was like, oh my god. TJ's going to come back. That's awesome. But then there's
three different Rangers in 3 different seasons.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I thought he was gonna get Tommy status.
Yeah, get 3 colors.
But unfortunately, it's okay. We still got Reggie Roll. He's a good actor. I liked him. I hope.
Yo,
what's up?
No, I was gonna say I also thought that the Space Rangers would be the Galaxy Rangers before a different.
Yes, I thought that too. Cause
the toys, the action figures.
Oh my god, yeah.
Had the Space Rangers voices in them. Because they had the press to talk feature, and when you press the Red Rangers
backpack,
when you press the Red Rangers button, Andros' voice comes out and says, "Let's rock it," and I'm like, "Yo,
Herb, what about the Green Ranger? If you press that?
When you press, I forgot what he says, but when you press the Green Rangers, but when you press Damon's back, Carlos's his super Mexican accent comes out and says, "Wait, blast into space." I'm like, "Yo, who is that?" I'm like, "Yo, it's got to be the same characters," because I remember going to the store like, "Are these the same Rangers?" And I was like, "Yo, I got to get the green one because it's got to be Carlos for that reason." And when I heard his voice, I was like, "Yes, it is them." And then when the show starts, I'm like, "What?"
Funny story. I had the talking Magnet Defender toy as a kid. I got it for my 6th birthday, plus the Leo's Battleizer figure.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had that was a nice 6th birthday.
Yeah.
So Magnet Defender's voice, I pressed the button. I was like, it kind of sounds like Jason a little bit, like Jason's crappy season 2 voiceover, because that was around the time where they started playing Mighty Morphin episodes like nonstop on Fox Kids weekdays. So like, I remember like the Venus Flytrap episode like a lot as a kid, and I was like, wow, that sounds exactly like Jason's voice from that episode.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That voice actor was terrible. Come on, guys, it's Morphin time. I'm like, yo, who is that?
When I was a kid, I definitely had a lot of Lost Galaxy toys. Like every year I got nothing but Power Rangers, but when Lost Galaxy came out, it was ridiculous. Like Lost Galaxy was my first Megazord.
Dude, I'm going back and collecting the toy line right now because I love it so much.
Yeah, it was the first Megazord that I had, and then I had the Blue Ranger. I had the Blue Ranger's version of Battleizer.
Yeah.
I had hustled this kid that I went to school with out of the Red Ranger. I'm serious. Like, we rode the same bus, and I had the Blue Ranger in my book bag, and he had the Red Ranger in his. And we were just talking, and I had like a Batman figure too that I had found on a playground, and I had talked him into trading it. I'm like, go. So I had 2. I was happy. But that was about it. Yeah. I had all of them. I had everybody's all of the cycle vehicles,
Astrocycles.
I forgot what they're called. Yeah, I had all of those.
Those are big raw because they turn into freaking little armor pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm huge on anything that turns into armor in the Power Rangers toy line. I love that stuff.
Actual fact, Galaxy was the last season Power Ranger I ever got toys for.
Oh yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
You were so young though.
I know, but we just stopped getting Power Rangers, started playing with Game Boy and shit and PlayStation. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The video game era.
Yeah, but no, because we got Turbo toys, but we did get someone got it for us. But Space was the first season we ever bought Power Ranger toys ourselves. But Galaxy, we bought toys and bought it for us. We actually had, my brother had Magnet Defender, but he gave it to his best friend, and I was like, no, don't do that, bro.
Oh
no.
Damn.
But we got Leo, so I mean, it sucks, but still.
Pretty good. You came out on top. Oh, speaking of toys,
what's up?
Hasbro owns Power Rangers now.
Yes, it does. Yes, they do.
How would they disappoint me now?
We never thought that the acquisition of the entire brand would happen so soon. We knew it was going to happen within the next few years gradually, but they just threw a curveball at us yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yo, that's big. That's big weird because Saban is it's Power Rangers 25th anniversary. And this nigga's like, I'll sell it right now.
Sell it it's his firstborn daughter.
Saban loves his property until it's worth $522 million, and he's like, bye.
Yo,
yeah.
Do Do you remember reading those articles where he's like, "Oh, I love Power Rangers because it's cheesy, but it has this charm to it, and it's ever growing, and it's so full of heart." $522 million sold. That's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm actually excited about this just because like Hasbro, man, they do everything good.
They do everything. Yeah. That's why I said on the other podcast, I was like, you know what? Ninja Turtles and Transformers have good shows, so maybe, maybe we might be going somewhere. The only thing I hope Hasbro doesn't change, because the toys are garbage, like the Bandai toys were garbage. Yeah, recently. So the only thing I hope they don't change is they just keep the comics the same, because the comics.
I'm hoping that too, man. I'm hoping this doesn't affect Boom, but I heard Boom is being bought out by Disney, and God knows what the hell's gonna happen. God. And the Boom universe is just getting started, man. Even though it's 2 years in, it's got a lot to it.
Yeah, it's so much potential.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this: Hasbro's not afraid to spend money.
Yeah, they're not. Exactly.
That's what, and like, I'm kind of wondering, like, you know, we can't even really make expectations for the show anymore or anything, because it's like, bruh, like, what if we get a whole new writing group? What if you put like the same originality that they had in the show years ago? Like, it'll be it, man. There's no telling.
Yeah, you was gonna say something, Karn?
Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say now.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it was something I liked as well. And literally every press release Hasbro has done, the big thing they've talked about, aside from how much fucking money they just dropped, was like, oh, we think Power Rangers could be more. Like, we see the value of Power Rangers.
Yes,
necessarily creatively. Beast Morphers could still be trash, but
I know.
Yeah,
because
someone gives a shit.
But let me say this. They said, oh, like, everybody knows Power Rangers. I've been saying this for years. Power Rangers is the most underutilized, like, IP I've ever seen that's successful. Like, it's an IP that it's 25 years, but somehow it should be, like, Marvel level. Let's just be real. Like, something 25 years old, like, with this, should be at, like, near Marvel level, but it's not. And also, I hope if Hasbro gets out of Nick, I would. I can't say what I said on Twitter, but I would be so happy to get it out.
But what I see, my thing is this: the thing that makes Power Rangers so unique compared to any other show is like no other show literally takes the footage from one show to make a new show.
Right.
Like, that's what makes Power Rangers unique. So it's like Hasbro, okay, right as of right now, Hasbro has to pretty much watch and learn, or they probably have been all of this time seeing how Power Rangers operates, because obviously, like, you can't have Power Rangers without some sort of Sentai influence, because it's intertwined, obviously. So my thing is, like, you know, Hasbro, the owner of Hasbro and Saban, they're good friends.
They are.
You know, and what I'm looking at is, man, I don't even know. Like, it's kind of there's no telling, bro.
We could get Transformer Megazords, even though they're technically already Transformers.
Yeah,
but with Go Busters, I mean, that's basically what the mecha are. Yeah. They're like 3-stage, so
triple changers, man. I said that. I said that when it was first announced. I was like, dude, that's actually smart marketing right there.
Yeah,
that's exactly why I think they went back to.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I think they went back to Go Busters, because they'll probably be more comfortable. Yeah. It'll be a comfortable start for them, you know?
I agree.
And like, even not even just the toy line, but we can get more than just one show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I haven't really seen anybody talk about that, but like, it's a possibility at this point. We definitely could get more than one Power Ranger show in a year, or we can get more than we'd ever expect, because Hasbro, like, for instance, with Star Wars, Hasbro has like 12 different Star Wars lines on the shelves right now.
Yeah.
Like,
the Black Series is a huge hit. We can get like our own Black Series for Power Rangers, or our own like Marvel Legends series for it.
And there's 2 Transformers shows on at the same time.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. So that's kind of crazy. That could be a possibility. I don't think they'll do it like right away, but that is a possibility.
Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be a slow burn, but
Yeah.
I could definitely imagine, like, once they perfect the craft of making Power Rangers and understanding Sentai and things of that nature. Because what I kind of wonder is this, like, is Power Rangers eventually gonna, with Hasbro, is it gonna eventually develop into its own product? Because we're not dealing with Bandai,
Right.
No more. Yeah.
but this is how Sentai is developed. Sentai is developed with influence through Bandai.
But remember, Toei still has influence overseas
Yeah.
for Power Rangers as well.
And see that, and so it's like, okay, now that you have a brand like Hasbro, like, are they gonna have some sort of partnering with Hasbro, or how is all of this gonna play out in the next few years?
I wonder if they're going to use the same molds or just have their own molds, brand new
Yeah.
molds for Hasbro.
Ground up it.
I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they might just use the Japanese molds or at least something, or just alter them a little bit. Because obviously Hasbro has a lot more money for their toy budget. So I feel like we can get a lot, obviously, better quality toys. That's without a doubt. But the question is for the Megazords, which is like a huge selling point for the Power Rangers brand. What are they going to do with it?
Yeah, because I think you know what, that's one thing that like that's why it's so confusing, because Hasbro and Bandai are both toy companies.
Yeah.
And so it's like you got one show that works with Bandai, but the show that is born from that show works with Hasbro. It's part of Hasbro now.
Mm-hmm.
So how are they like? Are both parties going to be able to exist together, or maybe Hasbro will just say fuck it and just start and become, and Power Rangers will no longer be what we know of it as Power Rangers. Fuck Sentai and they just go all out and be original.
I don't think Toei's going to allow that.
Yeah, they're not gonna allow that.
They're not gonna allow that. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, speaking of the show, I hope that they do it like when Disney took over. You could tell that they clearly went back and watched past seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they had so much references still.
There were references to everything. Yeah, so it's like they actually look back. Nigga, when Saban Brands bought it back from Disney, they didn't look at Jack in the Disney era. It was like it doesn't exist.
Disney.
I was like, come on, huh?
Disney who?
Disney who? Come on, cuz.
But yeah,
the disrespect.
I think Hasbro are definitely going to make big moves, because like the speed of the buy-ups, the logo change, that's got to be Hasbro influenced.
Exactly. Like I like, honestly, if they wanted to, like, the thing is this: Hasbro is the number one toy seller in the world. Like they make more money than any other toy company out there. They could literally do whatever they want at this point. And honestly, if they aren't going to just completely take Power and make it its own thing, they probably are going to have more influence on what Sentai does for what they do in the future.
Hopefully, that'd be pretty cool.
What if Hasbro buys Sentai?
That'd be pretty dope too. We could actually get better themes for shows, better designs.
All I want is a legacy equivalent line that makes good shit again, not repackaging fucking Ranger Keys. I want Legacy Spiral Saber. I want Legacy Quasar Saber.
I want my Legacy Shogun Megazord, man. It's
call it like Power Rangers Legends or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I'm just completely off topic. Well, not really, but what do y'all think Bandai has because the license is up in April of next year?
I can tell you what they have right now.
So what do you think they're going to do for the next year? What do you think they're going to release here?
Nothing. I honestly think they're just done. At this point, like, whatever they have out for right now, and then whatever fall line for Ninja Steel stuff that was announced at the Toy Fair is probably that's it. As for their Legacy figure line, I don't know if the Psycho Rangers will even see the light of day. Maybe, who knows? Because that's supposed to be a fall release, and that's like really pushing it at the same time. Because you have to take into account where, like, if there's Bandai's Power Rangers and Hasbro's Power Rangers on the same toy shelf, who knows?
Well, yeah. Well, Hasbro wouldn't even be able to release their merchandise until
April.
April, but I mean, like you said, there'll still be both Hasbro and Bandai stuff on the shelves. But that I think that wouldn't really matter to Hasbro because they're like, we're Hasbro, we got this.
Right. There's got to be something, but
I
don't think Bandai has a lot planned out for the remainder of the time. There's no way.
Because the only thing that we know that's being released is only thing that I know of that's being released is this the Black Gorilla.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, that Sniper Gorilla, whatever it's called. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
There's a gorilla. There's a Gorilla Zord for the Ninja Steel toy line.
Yeah, they thought they were slick, stealing inspiration from Cube Gorilla.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't the Gorilla Zord in Georgia have a bazooka or something?
Yeah, that's what this one has too.
And so now we got the Simeon Sniper Zord for
Yep.
See that's big. That's big whack, dog. See, that's Bandai being nasty because they're like, yo, Namco finna buy us out. Let's make a dumb Gorilla Zord. So that when they try to do Georgia, they'll be like, oh, they're copying Bandai. Get that out of here.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the Psycho Rangers are gonna make it to shelves. I really want those figures, even though we're only gonna get 3. I know for a fact we're most likely not gonna get the girls.
What are girls?
What are girls?
The wrong color.
Yeah.
They'll be the wrong color.
They're gonna be the butterscotch colors.
Yeah.
Macaroni Ranger. But yeah, any other? Because we've been going for a while, guys. Any final words? Final thingies?
Yeah, peace out, guys.
Karn, plug yourself.
Shit. You can follow me at Sentai5. No, I'm just kidding. At Helmet's Henshin. Helmet's Henshin. Oh, Karn H&H on YouTube, I guess.
We will send the
America in August.
We will send the link, and you can watch the episode that your boy Sentai 5 was in.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We had a good time.
That's something I wanted to say actually with the Hasbro thing before we all go.
Yeah.
Is I really fucking hope that they make Power Rider a real thing. That could be dope.
Oh! If you guys haven't checked it out, watch Karn's Power Rider videos.
Not necessarily
they're
my
really,
shit, but like
they're really good. They're funny.
Oh, thanks, man. But like an actual good series.
Yeah, I know.
Dragonite Big Raw.
Get on it. Yeah, true.
What else? Karn, thank you for coming on, man. I know it's really late at night for you. I apologize. I came late from doing my stuff. But
for the boys.
please come again, especially when we talk about Build.
Yes.
Oh my God! If we talk about Build, we need to have you back.
Yeah.
Because I know that's your jam.
I love Build. Build is rocket.
So do all of us, except for Tay.
Yeah, fuck Kamen Rider.
Build is Big Raw.
Kamen Rider, big whack. And on that note, Legion out.
Oh, we love the slander.